Tonight's match sees the beginning of the quarter-final stage of this competition, a four-way contest that will make a booze-fuelled drug riot look like a holiday in Tipperary. Tonight's subject? The Labour Party wants you at home to have 3 free years of one of these, a tertiary education. But will that actually help you? And even if it did, isn't helping people socialism? Playing tonight for the Labour Party is Chris Hipkins. For the National Party, Stephen Joyce. For the Green Party, Gareth Hughes. And for the Aotearoa Legalised Cannabis Party, Jacob Mira.
I'm Chris Hipkins, I'm a Labour Member of Parliament. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Politics and Criminology.
Gareth Hughes, Green MP based in Wellington. I studied Religious Studies and History at Victoria University.
Tēnā koutou katoa. My name's Jacob Mira. I'm here representing Aotearoa Legalised Cannabis Party, and I did a Master of Arts in Māori Studies.
Stephen, are you there? Can you hear me, Stephen? I don't think Stephen can hear me. Contestants, here's your first starter for 10. Given that statistics show that a staggering number of students are raging alcoholics, will Labour's tertiary education policy, by sending more students to university, increase alcoholism in New Zealand?
Hipkins, Labour.
Look, I don't accept that finding that a staggering number of students are alcoholics. Actually, I think that the vast bulk of students are very responsible.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Students are not responsible. You'd have to be quite divorced from reality to think that.
Hughes, Green.
I don't think Labour's policy will increase alcoholism in New Zealand.
Blatant disregard of the stats.
Mira, Cannabis.
Well, I think that part of the money that would be coming in from taxing and legalising cannabis should be put into drug education, and that of course includes alcohol, because alcohol is a drug, and we need to start really seriously looking at the way that we talk about alcohol in this country.
You've acknowledged the problem, and you've provided a straightforward solution. That's 10 points to Aotearoa Legalised Cannabis. Now, Jacob, your 3 bonus questions, each for 5 points, are on the topic of philosophy. First question, is it possible that the universe is a giant marble?
I don't believe it, but it could be possible, yes.
The correct answer is no, not anything is possible, and certainly not that. Here's your second starter for 10. Is helping people socialism? And is the Labour Party's tertiary education policy therefore socialism?
Joyce, National. Joyce.
Stephen,
National.
can you not press the buzzer if you can't hear me? That's not helpful at all.
Hipkins, Labour.
Yes, but I think it's also got wider benefits. Socialism benefits the country.
Correct. Your policy is socialism, and you should be ashamed. Now, Chris, your bonuses are on the subject of geography. Germany's population is how many times larger than Austria's?
Goodness me.
No, I'm sorry, the answer is 10. There are only 2 countries in the world that are doubly landlocked. Uzbekistan is one of them. What is the other?
Doubly landlocked. What do you mean by doubly landlocked?
A doubly landlocked country is a country that is not only landlocked, but it is surrounded only by countries that are also landlocked.
It'd be another one of the Stans, probably.
Incorrect, and slightly racist. The answer is in fact Liechtenstein. Which of these is best for lighting a couch fire? Petrol, kerosene, or napalm?
Well, it depends whether you want to still be alive at the end of it. Probably the most common fuel I imagine would be petrol.
Actually, napalm lights up a fantastic couch fire, and you get no points from those bonuses. What would f*** you up more? A binge on the Codies or a binge on the codeine?
Hipkins, Labour.
I have no idea. I've never tried either.
Chris, why would you press the buzzer to tell me that you have no idea? You're as bad as Stephen. Take 20 points off Hipkins.
Hughes, Greens.
You know, I've never drank Codees, and I've only taken codeine as part of a doctor's prescription, so don't know, I guess if you took heaps of codeines it would mess you up.
Codeine is correct. That's 10 points. I'm going to paint a scenario for you, Gareth. The year is 2038. Prime Minister John Key is reaching the end of his life, and so too is the 10th term of the 5th National Government. By this time, the signing of the TPPA has placed all of New Zealand in foreign ownership, with the exception of the Panmure Roundabout, which is a Department of Conservation reserve, home to the rotted carcass of New Zealand's last native bird, the winged tuatara, which came into being as a result of a corporate nuclear test conducted on Palmerston North. The entire economy is now owned and operated by two...
I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to win the next election, and we're going to try our darndest to make sure that doesn't happen.
I'm afraid the correct answer is God. Here's the next starter for 10. Universities around the country have said that, as an inevitable result of Labour's tertiary education policy, the influx of new students will place additional financial pressures on those institutions. Do any of you have a plan to relieve those pressures?
Hipkins, Labour.
This policy is not aimed at dealing with that. This policy is aimed at increasing participation and easing the financial pressure on students. We have some negotiations to have with the institutions around how we deal with their funding pressures.
But no specific plan.
Well, not one that we've announced.
Disgraceful.
Joyce, National.
Look, I don't think our connection is working, Stephen.
Joyce.
Could we take 10 points off Stephen for pressing the buzzer when he doesn't even have any f***ing thing to say?
Hughes, Greens.
Absolutely, the Greens are committed to increasing funding for universities. Under the current government, we've actually seen a 4% cut in real terms, so we've got ground to make up, but the Green Party values education. We want a smarter, more innovative economy, and that's going to take investing in our Kiwis.
Correct. It will take investing in our Kiwis. I've just been informed, actually, that the results of our pre-show drug test are in, and Jacob Mera has tested positive for cannabis. So I'm afraid, Jacob, you're disqualified. This puts the final scores for our competition as follows. The Green Party on -6,500,015.